I don't trust him. I don't think I can.
Do you trust any of us?
I don't know. I don't know what I want anymore, to be honest. I don't know who I can trust.
Ouch.
I know our goals are still aligned, though, and that I have trust in. I'm sorry, Yoni. The family I wanted died by your hand.
Wait, but my hand?
All of yours. Knight of Thylea. Kyra, Valas, Petor.
Hold on. We didn't.
Okay,
Wait. Kyra is a little bit on.
I know how you all feel about it. That's why I haven't brought it up. It's not worth arguing when our goals are aligned.
And they're all alive again, but
Yes. And that's a separate issue on its own.
Didn't know you felt like that.
I didn't either.
Well then, that's that. We have each other's backs for as long as our goals align, and then no hurt feelings after. I trust you to save my life, but I guess that's all I trust you with.
Fair enough, I barely know you. I mean, this group, the Light, certainly knows you for much longer, but... well, we're kind of in this situation now, aren't we? Because...
Say it.
because Moxena's still around. Because she wasn't taken care of. And now, we have to handle it. We do. And finally, hopefully, you'll get your justice. Now, if you don't mind, I think I have to talk to Argenti. So I've seemed to damper the mood here.
You're just gonna talk with words, right? You're not gonna talk with your hammer yet, at least.
Depends on what he says.
Okay then.
I send a
Reckon-
message to Argenti.
Snitch.
Fucking yeah,
So
I
do you
will.
wait until like
Well-
Daphne walks away from you all towards the palace, or
Because it's in the ring, right? Do I have to say it out loud for it to be
you
in
have to
the
be
ring?
closer for that?
how far did we go?
You
Because
Well, we-
it's still a
decide, you
message
decide, you
spell.
decide.
I mean, I guess I know we said we were going to go towards the academy, but I had said once we got a little farther away from the throne room where we were
That's fair. Yeah.
away.
Checks out.
So do I have to say it out loud or can I just say it internally?
You can say it in turn.
Okay. Argenti, I know what you said to Icarus, and I shared it with the group. Daphne's on her way. Be prepared or hide. And I leave it at that.
I message Yanni from right in front of me, and I just say, Yanni, what the fuck just happened?
By the way, as
Whoops.
Daphne stepped away from you guys, it was almost like there's that social anxiety element where your hearts felt like they were being squeezed, the anxiety, the adrenaline pumping through, but there was something more. As she steps away from you all, it's almost like the light returns back to the room that you're in. The torches themselves become slightly brighter. It's almost like the room itself, the hallway was desaturated, and as she steps away, the color comes back.
What's going on with her?
Okay. Okay. So we gotta talk real quick. Because I know I said what's wrong with Argenti? Maybe not trauma. Daphne? Definitely trauma. So earlier when we were in Astoria, I went with Daphne to go talk to Vulcan because I figured some moral support because Vulcan's alive and he has your dead boyfriend and you know this. I didn't want her to do it by herself. And they kind of got into it. It got a little heated because it's Vulcan. Duh. But then something happened with Daphne, and she told me to leave her alone, and I didn't. Instead, I just turned invisible and went back into the room to make sure she was okay. And it got real dark, like in an atmospheric sense, but also in a physical sense. And it seemed like she was reliving something in her head, or just, I'm not really sure, not coping with whatever she was having. And then something started to like envelop her, and I went to go grab her because I wanted to make sure she was okay, and whatever she was dealing with got to me, and then I started having flashbacks like my brother, that whole situation that I'd rather not talk like at the moment. But it was very dark, whatever she was going through. And that's when this whole thing happened. Which looked like it was going away, and then the Argenti thing, and then it got worse. So it definitely seems like it's connected to how she's feeling. But not great. Also, earlier than that, when she was casting something and that shadow showed up, that seemed a little out of place too. So, you know, unsurprisingly, more than one of us have something going on at a time.
Do you have any idea what it is that's affecting her, since you said it affected you a little bit too?
Well, whatever it was that hit me, it was like a wave. And the wave was, let's relive some of your darkest moments in your life. So I can only imagine what she might have been going through.
Do you think it's related to the to the demon in the blade? Do you think maybe it got out somehow and is messing with her head?
No, I don't think so. Because her focus on the blade happened after all of that happened, and Hephaestus came back to life. That's kind of when she refocused on the blade, apparently.
But if the demon found a way to influence her, that could explain why she became focused with it at that point.
Okay, so before I left, Daphne told me to leave. And she also mentioned feeling like a failure and that nothing she had done was right. And she blamed herself for a lot of things, which I immediately
now
told
she blames
her was
us for a lot of things.
Well, I think it may be
Anyway.
both, but I don't think it was Demon Blade. I think it was just good old fashioned self-loathing.
Helios
But like
puts a hand
magnified.
on your shoulder. Where I'm from, we have a term for this.
Depression.
Your ailments of the heart generally do not manifest as shadow around you. Before this darkness took her, she was a paladin.
Is a paladin, yes.
Helios shakes his head. What she has become. The camera shifts away from you guys. His voice is still in voice-over. As Daphne walks through the hallway, everything, the color drains away, becomes black and white as she steps forward towards the double door with the Centurions turn towards her. What she is now. Behind the Centurions, as they kind of like nod towards you, suddenly we see a shadowy version of Daphne kind of like appearing behind them, putting a hand on their shoulders. And Daphne, as you walk past the Centurions, you see their worst moments. You see when the other soldiers fell at the palace, get disemboweled before their friends. You see another one's father get swept away by a wave. And immediately, as you step past them, without even really acknowledging them, both of them just like kind of seem to kind of like collapse almost in themselves, kind of barely becoming husks of themselves, kind of pushing away from you. You walk past the hallway where Acasus is just currently going over, and then they had embedded themselves and like starting to go, and Brissa's just like rapidly like full of tension, listening to that. Estor is sitting on his lap, but you just look upon that, and you can just see the fragility. You can hear their heartbeats, so weak, so little life, such a small thing that could break so easily. But you ignore them and you walk past them, where currently you see one of the court healers is tending to Argenti, Aesop and Matteo at their side, and all of them are black and white except for Argenti, who is just pulsing in shades of red and pink in your vision. As Helios' voice continues, she has become someone whose oath, formal oath, has become perverted. It happened with Estor. It happened with another. If she continues on this path, Daphne steps up towards them and is looming. There's just shadow across her face. As Argenti, you look up towards her, and her eyes are red. all the white has been replaced. The irises themselves seem to be just like pools of black looking down upon you. As Matteo and Aesop are just like, and this is Daphne? If she continues, she will become a shadow of her former self in a very literal sense. Daphne. As you look down upon Argentina's weak, frail state, what do you do?
I think all the just pain and sadness and betrayal that she's had like bottled up for so long just comes out, and she, oh god, yeah, she like goes over to Argenti and like picks him up.
What are you doing?
And
Aesop kind of goes forward to try to grasp your hand. You look towards him, and the shadow appears. You are immediately taken into a memory. Aesop weeping, crying from the bottom of his soul, holding the broken, torn apart form of his husband, the former Dragonlord that had been brought back from one of the attacks during the First War. And as he just like reels backwards, falling over, just like, no, just cries. Matteo, just like, what is happening? As you pick Argenti up.
how dare you? You talk time and time again about redeeming yourself for the sins you have done against my family, against dragons. And this is what you do. We need all the power we can get. We need all the strength we have available to us. And here you are, deciding to fuck the leader over.
Brissa, this catches your attention.
Oh, Brissa's in the room.
Like technically down the hallway, but yeah.
It was a secret for literally 3 minutes. That's it. That was
Karen, here's your DM inspiration.
Wait, no, we said don't tell Brissa.
Well, I didn't. I told Argenti, and Brissa happened to hear.
Oh, Brissa's got big ears.
Yeah.
Brissa will sigh, like she'll make her way over slowly, just to kind of see what's happening. But
You are a coward, like Lutheria is. Trying to choose your own way to redeem yourself for your own evil sins. Taking some, cowardly route now that you are a dragon once more yourself? What is worth saving of you? And I think, as she just gets so angry, seeing his weakened state, I think, the shadows begin to seep in, and I think this is, the first time she's gonna use one of her Oathbreakers, feat.
yes.
And, yeah, I think that's gonna be Wither. So first, not Wither, it can't be Wither. We're gonna go with just a good old Isolation. Go for the big one.
I don't know. What
Isolation,
Break it down, Yanni.
We put down a big piece of cardboard.
Oh, I think I did the blind, sorry.
No, that's
Still
okay.
blind for
Actually,
that.
I mean, I need that reminder.
Yeah, you need it, so.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
But what does it do?
terrifying.
We don't know.
It's
It's scarier. Exactly.
Argenti,
Starting
you
at
suddenly,
level.
I may know what it does.
you
I'm
suddenly
reading it right
see
now, guys.
darkness lift off of Daphne, like it is flame pushing upwards, and you see a second figure, her silhouette kind of forming with burning red eyes, and then lunge towards you. As it does, I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Oh, at least you're good at this.
It's
Yeah,
a wisdom
yeah.
saving
It's a
throw.
It's a wisdom
It's a
saving
wisdom
throw, and
saving
the
throw.
following ones are charisma saving throws. The first one is
Yeah,
a wisdom
yeah.
saving throw.
He's not as
Wisdom.
good at those. He's not.
Nope.
I'm sorry,
not as
Argenti.
I guess if I'm potentially gonna die, I guess I'm gonna use that inspiration
Sure.
just cause.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
It was worse.
The dice have spoken. Yeah, that's a 2 for the audience, for all the people back at home.
As the shadow lunges towards you, grabs you by the throat, envelops you. You suddenly are on an island. The nether sea stretches all around you. Daphne has you by the throat. You dangle maybe a half foot off the ground, and you see broken, tortured, abused dragons all around you. Some of them alive, some of them are dead, as they kind of like try to scurry away from you. And Daphne, you see this. The sin, this crime committed by Argenti over centuries. Argenti, past scars that you've had during battles that you fought open up. They begin to weep blood.
Gross.
Daphne, as you find yourself with the crimes laid bare, the sins of Argenti before you, the shame in his soul. Argenti, you were asked a question. What part of you is worth saving?
How would Argenti respond? Okay. And I know it sounds very like metal, or whatever.
It has to be old man voice.
No. I
You're weak.
genuinely
It's canon.
think, yeah. Argenti has, and a little bit of what's going through his mind right now is obvious, like fear, for sure. Argenti, and he can see all of like the crimes laid bare too. And he just he probably like looks around as his it's all happening. And he just says, absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's what he says.
Brissa.
What does Princess see?
Dark suddenly shoots out in like a tornado around Daphne. You see Matteo, who's tried to step forward, also flung back. Aesop is a weeping mess upon the floor, just like it's almost like he's incapacitated with something. The healer also stumbles back from that. The centurions that were at the door, who were supposed to like protect you, they seem to be just like currently weeping into their hands as you look back towards Acasus, and he's just like, "What is happening?" Icarus, also similarly, and kind of steps forward and like protectively places himself before you and like between you, Acastus, and whatever the fuck is happening over there.
Yeah. First will close the door so that they can't get out. They're gonna stay over there.
As you step towards the door, you see that, by the way, as Helios finished his voiceover, he started running after Daphne. Yanni, Darian, Lyra, did you three follow?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
If he's
probably.
booking it. I am booking it.
I probably would have been like, "Oh, we're doing this."
I probably laid out all that stuff about Daphne and then went, "Oh, we should probably check on Daphne."
Yeah.
As
then
checks out Gluteus Maximus on Helios.
What a great
Brissa,
view.
what did you say?
Hey, Bristol will
You're
make her way too, running.
And you kind of run towards, you go towards the door and you see Helios kind of push through it, looking towards the others, seeing what's happening, and just leap, like almost like 10, 15 feet at a time over the table, across the sarcophagi towards that. Brissa, you and him kind of like arriving there first. Lyra, Daring, Yanni, you guys are kind of just barely getting through the doors as you see Helios is just shining with a golden light. Brissa kind of stepping up with him.
What happened?
He asked you, Brissa, sorry.
I have no idea. I heard some shouting, and then I came over and ran, and I saw you running, and there's darkness, and I have no idea. I was a little preoccupied.
Daphne!
Daphne, you're holding up Argenti. You asked him, what part of you is worth saving? And he said, nothing. And there is a resonance in that word. Yes. But it's true. Nothing. Nothing's worth saving. Certainly nothing about Argenti. He is filth. Lower than. And you could do the thing that everyone else is too good to do. Remove him. Finally, make him pay. Daphne, what do you do?
I think because it fits a little too thematically for this sense to at least start off. I think technically she has to let go in order to cast this, but whisper to Argenti. At least you're wise enough to see that. And she's gonna upcast Dissonant Whispers at the highest level she can. With the full intention of it being the screams of everyone that he has tortured. So, do you want me to target Argenti?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, cool.
This is the best way to go, honestly.
I'm a little sick to my stomach. It's fine. That's just thematically, that's how I want to start off. But I'm making everything.
Just
I just want to roll it.
I just want to.
Oh no!
I just want to.
I would have made that. That was not
All right, you're all just showing off now. All right. Okay.
Do you want to let it stand for thematic purposes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Yanni. Your solidarity, Yanni. Thank you.
Got you back.
Much appreciated.
Oh, no, it's fine. Never mind. I was just gonna say, in this moment, I know with Dissonant Whispers you can choose, but would Daphne have the wherewithal to make it not affect everyone?
Ooh, I don't actually think she does in this moment.
It says
Well,
one
I think it
creature of
only
your
targets-
I think it says
it's
one
only
creature
one
though, right?
creature.
Is that one?
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Everyone can hear
too.
it.
Well, it does seem like there should be a Mass Effect version.
I
of that.
thought it was a range thing for some
Ooh, Mass
reason.
Effect. Sorry, I just went to the video game hole.
And Argenti, the dragons around you open their maws and start to scream. The most heinous crimes that you've committed, the most awful tortures. You're reminded of them all. You hear each of their voices pleading with you, screaming as you writhe in pain. All of you guys suddenly hear kind of escape from that as you kind of temporarily put your hands up to your ears. It doesn't affect you. You don't take any damage. And then Helios's hand pushes through the darkness, grabs your shoulder, Daphne. And as you suddenly see this man's hand upon your shoulder, attempting to what? Tell you what to do? Stop you? Argenti weakly tries to pull himself off. One of the reasons, like with a reaction, he technically has to move away. So he's like desperately trying to get away from the hand. Daphne, what do you do as you're just like holding Argenti in a grip, and the hand appears suddenly on your shoulder?
Does she recognize the hand? Like technically speaking.
You know what? For that one, make me a wisdom saving.
Do I know this hand?
Do I even know this guy? Is this
It's a
hand?
hot hand.
It's a strong hand.
What was that? What was that? It was a what?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This hand looks like it could do things.
That looks like the hand that
This one is bespoke for. This is not Hephaestus. But as you see the hand kind of like upon your shoulder.
Strange something.
All right.
What's wrong with
happened.
Hephaestus? You do
His
recognize this
girlfriend's
to,
kind of crazy.
to be Helios. You do recognize this to be Helios's hand. Yes.
I think she's gonna like tighten the grip on Argenti and look over at the hand and just like the general area of like wherever he could be. Are you really trying to stop me?
Yes!
Do you truly think that he...
And he tries to push through the darkness, moving towards you. What were you saying? As he sorry for the description.
He doesn't... No, you're fine. He doesn't deserve this. He tortured countless dragons, and now he wants to think that he's higher, mightier than any of us?
He grabs Argenti by the front of his robes and rips him, or attempts to rip him out of your grasp. He's pretty strong.
I mean,
Strong.
You can try to make me an
fair.
athletics check if you'd like.
I'd like to. Just to see. Athletics, it can't be
yeah.
acrobatics.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go to beat
Yeah,
34.
acrobatics.
If you can do that, a 34 is the target number you're trying to exceed.
Nope. No, not even on that
As you
20.
like, kind of resist, and he
Okay,
just
but-
throws Argenti. Suddenly, you are flung out of this memory of yours as you come crashing down upon the floor. You see Aesop weeping. You see Matteo weeping. You can see that like Icarus has placed himself between the danger and Brissa and the Castus. You see the others kind of like looking with concern in there, and the darkness is just where you just came from is completely just out of control. As Helios steps around,
He is not! But you are!
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Oh.
and that is where we're going to leave this week's session.
Fine.
Guys, we were just kind of a couple calm days of downtime.
Yeah.
This
I'm so
is
glad we got to
level-
our downtime.
This
Yeah,
is like
we-
almost
we
level
did.
20 downtime. It can't be calm. That's not how that works.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We gotta tear it apart to put it back together. Like that's how.
You
Yeah.
can fix it.
Yeah, we can fix this, guys.
If it's completely broken, then you can mend it back together,
Just
right?
a little Scotch tape, a little Gorilla Glue. It's fine.
A little bit of solid
Yeah.
glue.
No.
Yeah.
Who's the super glue in this relationship? In this friendship? Because
I think it's Helios. I think it's Helios.
not the stranger, not the man we met just days ago.
I think Like real talk, I think it might be Lyra at this point.
I think
No,
I think so
no,
too.
No, no.
Oh boy.
I can't be the glue.
You're gonna have to.
So sticky.
You can't be a chaos monkey and glue at the same time. How does that work?
I'm
This
the
is your
glue.
character arc.
I mean,
I'm
it's
the
just
glue.
slime. It's just slime. Have you ever seen a kid play with slime? It's like that.
I guess
I
we're
can
letting
still place
Daphne
the
kill
slime.
Argenti if I'm the glue.
I was about to cast
okay.
confusion on her. I was like, I'll do whatever I gotta do to make her, because that's a wisdom save, and I know you're not good at those. So
damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
just confuse you. You don't know what you're
Just right
doing.
off the bat. I know she sucks at that.
I know she's
I know she
fucking
shit at
ass
that.
at wisdom saves. Damn.
She got a lot of dumb stats, alright?
God damn, y'all. Well, everyone, thank you so much for spending Tuesday evening with us. We are going to be back again next week on the 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time to see how the fuck this is all going to turn out.
You know, I just got to say real quick for the people watching and for you guys, I love that both Clancy and Jason went places that a lot of people would be afraid to in roleplay tonight. Most people aren't willing to put their friends in a position of opposition in a game like this, but it tells such an awesome story, and I just appreciate you guys both so much for doing it and for rolling with it.
Mhm.
And as the GM, I also got to
You
point
guys.
out as a tip to all of you GMs too. So Clancy, Jason had a conversation on the side. Stuff got reached out to me about that stuff as well. This was talked through, right? This is the big hint that I have for all of you GMs watching, but for you two especially, as well as everyone watching leaning into the darkness tonight. Yeah, this is some bad good shit.
It'll be fine.
All right. Well then, with that, we'll see you all next Tuesday. Please give us a follow so you get that reminder. But other than that, we'll see you guys then.